Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. It is me. It's SG3 here with my co-host. Go ahead, brother. Introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm just here for not to get fined.
That's how I got to do it up in the NFL world. So we're going to be talking about two guys and the football. This is our new show. It's going to be with me and over here, this man himself,
Yep.
talking about football. So, brother, let's go ahead and talk about this past week, this past Thursday, last night. Talk about Sam Darnold. What do you think about his stats, man? He went this past weekend. He went. I have the paper here with the stats. He went for 18 out of 26, 242 yards and one touchdown.
Yeah, I'm just here not to get fined. I'm just letting it there. Um, so put it this way, I saw it live, was watching throughout the game. So let's put it this way. Everybody throughout the season was sleeping on Seattle just because Sam Darnold left Minnesota and everybody's like, well, he's not gonna be on an elite defense and
With a good offensive line and
yeah.
everything, all the
And
players.
oh, he's gonna be seeing ghosts again and all this crap. And that's the thing. It's like I never thought Sam Darnold was a bad quarterback. Yes, that one Patriots game did kill him, but at the same time, dude, that Patriot team killed a bunch of fucking teams in the NFL during that time. That
Yeah,
Patriots defense was elite.
it really was, dude.
Yeah, they were scoring more fucking points than most teams were in the fucking week. Um, and he had one bad game, but after that, I mean, anywhere he went, he always had the arm. And now when he went to the Vikings, things just got way better for him.
And on top of that, look at all the talent he had Addison, Jefferson, Jones, and Hawkinson.
Yeah, but when he was on the Panthers, he had DJ Moore and he had a couple of weapons, and he didn't do that bad. It's just that he was on the Panthers, you know? That's the issues is that you and you're in bad teams, of course it's gonna look bad, but you're in mid-tier teams or in elite. So he was an elite Vikings team. Yes, he'll look good, but the talent's still there. You know, he always had that arm. Now people are writing him off because he went to Seattle, and some people were like, "This Seattle team's not going to be any good. They're on the rebuild." Blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
We have not seen that at all. That Seattle team overall on offense, it's elite. I want to say it's one of the best with the talent that they got and the running game. But their defense is top notch. It's scary. That Seattle defense is really scary right now. I think it's very underrated. I think Seattle as a whole is underrated. And to go against the Cardinals defense, yeah, they were getting okay. So the Cardinals were getting mopped, but I blame more Kyler Murray, the quarterback, because honestly, I'm going to tell you this: not fit for the NFL. I think his size, he's too short as a
Well, he's
quarterback.
actually a little bit taller than me. I'm 5'9". He's 5'10", which is literally an inch taller than me.
He's not 5'10", bro. He's 5'7". No, check your stats for real. Like he's
Okay.
5'7". He's 5'7". That's the issue. You're 5'7". These linemen are bigger.
Way bigger.
So look, he's a good runner, but otherwise he can't see the ball. That's the issue that he's been not been connecting to Harrison at all. It's just because that's the issue with Kyle Murray is that he's a good quarterback, but the height. That's the thing that kills him in the NFL. I'm sorry to say this. It's nothing against other quarterbacks that are short too in the future. It's just not going to
I mean, you
click.
also see right now with Bryce Young in Carolina.
Yeah, but somehow Bryce Young looks a lot better, and he's a little taller. He's 5'9", I want to say. So hell, those 2 inches might make a difference. And I think Bryce Young is talented, more talented than Kyle Murray. Um, but look, that offense was the clicking, but the Cardinals defense were holding their own. They were
Yeah.
stopping a lot of the plays of Seattle. Um, but overall, man, I that's the Sam Darnold looks good. Honestly, he looks elite. He still looks like he has it. I think he's very underrated. This is another what Baker Mayfield.
Situation.
Yeah, Geno Smith.
Okay. Okay.
Another, you know what I mean? Like those quarterbacks that were written off, and then nobody. Oh, these guys suck. They're just journeymen. Look where they're at right now. You know?
Geno Smith, especially. I mean, honestly, though, man. So look, kind of going back to Kyler Murray comment. Kyler Murray on Thursday went for 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 27 out of 41. Way below, almost half, almost 50% throwing. So my thing is like for only 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he also threw 2 costly interceptions. This is my thing, and I feel that a lot of people have been talking about it. I feel like Kyler Murray gets his head out of the game down the road. First couple weeks, if you look at him, he's elite. He's up there. He's top notch. He knows how to run. He knows how to do whatever he can. But later on, like during the week, like during the year, it's like his performance kind of declines.
Okay, but he hasn't been doing good the last couple of weeks either. Like,
No, yeah. I mean, this past weekend, again, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 27 out of 41.
the week before that, he was doing pretty bad too. That's the issue, is that this whole thing stems from last year.
Mm-hmm.
The Cardinals haven't changed anything. They literally, the only thing that changed is on the defense side, which is great. You saw that last night. But the fact is, on the offense side, nothing's changed.
And with all the weapons they have, do you feel like maybe them losing James Conner for the rest of the year is actually a bigger blow than what we thought it was going to be?
It could be. And James Conner, I did suffer a bad injury, I saw. And yeah, hopefully he just pulls back through. I know he's going to be gone for the rest of the year, but just pulls back through. Hope for the best for him. You know, he's an old guy, very old, but he's still talented. That does affect him, because there goes the running game. And we don't know who's going to be the real back in the Cardinals, because you thought it was Trey Benson, but what's his name? The other guy came through clutch. I forgot. During the end, it was real. Yeah, like the other dude, the other back. And I don't think Trey Benson is the guy. Like, I thought he was going to be, but it just doesn't look like it to me. I feel like he's not a back. What's it called? Pass backing back?
Yeah, not pass catching back.
No, but there was another dude. I forgot his name. Sorry. But he looked a lot better. And they were running the play through him, and he got the touchdown, I think, or almost got the touchdown.
Yeah.
Or he did get it. I think he did. He looked a lot better. I don't think Trey Benson did it, though. I really don't. But overall, dude, that's the thing. You saw Kyler Murray's decline last year, and play fantasy. I did not want no piece of the Cardinals' action besides Trey McBride, and I was hesitant on James Conner, so I never picked them up anywhere.
Oh, man, come on, man. Don't do this to me, because I picked them up in 2 leagues.
Well, just because of the injury history. And we knew old man James Conner was eventually going to show up. And I don't mean it in a bad way. It's just injury history has always been there for him. And I thought he's getting up there in age, and eventually one injury is going to pop off that he may not return. And this is it. And yeah, I just don't think, dude, I don't think Kyle Murray's the guy. If they're going to keep him in quarterback, these are the games that you're always going to expect from him from now on. Good on legs. Good thrower when he could see. But I think they figure out the formula for him already. And nothing's changing.
Do you think he probably gave it up himself when he so remember that throw he made to DeAndre Hopkins in the COVID game?
Mm-hmm.
And they asked him, how did you see DeAndre?
Mm-hmm.
And all Kyler said was, "This is Jumbotron."
Could be.
I think that was like, oh, okay, cool. So you can't see. All right, cool. We know how to block you now.
Could be it. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, like, I'm not saying that the talent's not there. I do think he's talented. That's the issue. It's just that it's just the size, man. I feel sorry for him, because he's about our height. But the reality is, dude, the NFL's a big man game.
That is true.
So if he was like 5'8", but I think he's like 5'7". He's literally 5'7". If he was 5'8", 5'9", because I know Bryce Young is 5'9", and he's okay. Like, he's doing fine. But I don't know, man. I just don't think Kyle Murray's set for the NFL like that. I'm sorry, but I know the talent's there. Great runner.
He has an arm, though. He does. He can throw. It's just the accuracy's not there.
Yeah, but you could see that they're starting to crack between him and Harrison. I feel bad for Harrison.
Harrison was looking good the first week. By the way, we got a quick comment. That's from my girl, Honey. Hi, baby. I love you.
Another show, right? Like I said, I'm just here not to get fined. So put it this way. If you watch the touchdown that Harrison got, he was so happy. He got very emotional, because that was like, it's been a while since we saw any plays from him like that. And you felt good. I was going for Seattle, but honestly, when I seen him caught that touchdown, I'm like, dude, this guy's, man, like, I want this guy to win, kind of, because I'm like, dude, he looked great. He looked happy, because it's been a while. That guy is talented.
Yeah.
The talent is there. The issue is getting wasted right now. Imagine, let's put it this way, scenario. Imagine the Chief went out for a trade for this guy. This
Patrick
guy,
Mahomes?
this guy would
Oof,
kill.
he
Yeah.
will straight kill. Actually, dude, listen. I know you're not a Bear fan. I know you're a Packer fan. You're donning the hat. I'm wearing the jersey for the Bears, old school one, Khalil Mack. But I'll tell you this, dude. Initially, when the Bears had the number 1 pick before Caleb Williams came into the league, I told everybody I want them to pick Marvin Harrison Jr. with the number 1 pick.
Well, the issue was they didn't trust in Justin Fields.
Yeah, well, they didn't give him anything at all. But
No.
that's not the point. That's for another episode because that's too much of a rabbit hole.
Yeah, that's too much of a dive. But overall, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of a snooze fest the game at first. It got exciting
Finally,
in the
yeah,
fourth quarter.
it got exciting in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
By the way, though, you know what? Since I have you here, let's go ahead. The title of this video is straight up: is this the Seahawks West to lose? Do you think that the Seahawks have the chance to win the West this season?
Oh hell yeah, 100%. I pick them. So in that division, it's the Seahawks, the 49ers,
The Rams and the Cardinals.
Look, I like the Rams. I do like Matthew Stafford still being in the game. I don't think they're going to be healthy. I'm sorry. I don't want to throw salt, or don't want to break glass. I don't see Matthew Stafford being healthy throughout the season.
He's got a bad back, dude. And right now, I think right now he's just super excited because he has a wide receiver again that reminds him like Cooper Kupp, which is Devontae Adams. So he's trying to get the connection with Devontae. And you know what? At this point, man, I think I say, dude, you're 38. But you got your ring. Take a chill pill. Relax. It's fine. They still got Garoppolo in the back and in the back.
Yeah, if they're super healthy, I think they're gonna win. That's the thing. And not only that, but we do know Puka has an injury history.
Oh, good, yeah.
Kyrie Williams doesn't look great. Honestly, I don't think he looks that great, but their defense is solid. Their defense is great. That's the thing. Like in this division, everybody's fucking defense looks amazing. Because who's in there? 49ers.
Which even though they lost Bosa, they still look good.
Yeah, they still, but they got the new coach, which is helping. And what's his name? The one that used to work for the Jets.
Robert Saleh.
Yeah, and he's a fucking genius when it comes to defense. He is
a straight genius for defense.
That's the thing. This division is scary. And then look, the Cardinals. The Cardinals, despite their fucking bad offense, their defense still kills.
Their defense still kills. The Seahawks defense still kills. I think if I'm not mistaken, they have Richard Sherman, who was part of the Legion of Boom.
Yeah.
And the cornerback coach.
Yeah. Yeah. So their whole defense, bro. The
Rams 100% is. Heck, when they were talking about the Michael Parsons trade, a lot of people were saying that speculation was around Aaron Donald said himself, hey, if y'all get Micah, I'm coming out retirement. I'm going to make a couple phone calls because that would be a scary defense. And that would be, honestly, a very scary defense. You have both Michael Parsons and Aaron Donald.
I think Darnold's at his prime, bro. When you're inactive for like 2 years, that's like when Beast Mode came out that 1 year. It's not the same, man. We could get excited, but, dude, we've seen this shit over and over again. When you're inactive, you're inactive. You're not over there throwing plays, bro. You're over there eating chips. No knock on these players. I'm sure that they really put in the time they could be back in shape, but that's a lot, man. But I get what you're saying, though. But honestly, dude, if the Rams could stay healthy, I do see them taking over. But let's say one bad hit, one loss of a player, I think that could mess up their whole rhythm.
It can.
Yeah, but Seattle, though, that defense, I think it's a lot better than the Rams. Go ahead.
Sorry to cut you off. I think at this point, as long as Jackson Smith and Jigba and Sam Darnold start connecting more, as they did in the second half of the game, they start going for them long bombs and start actually connecting the shorter routes, shorter passes. I feel like they could actually go forward and actually do something deadly.
They have. It's not that they haven't connected. It's just that's how good the Cardinals' defense is. That's what I'm saying. Like, so overall, honestly, in this whole division, I'm gonna say it might sound stupid, but I think the Cardinals' defense is top tier. I think it's better than all of them. But they were covering Nigba like crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why he couldn't connect with them until the end when they got tired. They got tired to that point. So, like I said, I think the Cardinals' defense is a lot better. Imagine if they had a good quarterback under center.
Mm-hmm.
You could put the Cardinals up there, winning that whole division. That's the issue for the Cardinals is that they got one of the best defense in that division, but
But
one of the
worse
shittiest
quarterbacks.
offense. Yeah, because they made it a lot closer than what it was. Because you put any other NFL team on that list, you put the Raiders, they would have lost that. They would have got blown out. I mean,
Bears would have for sure got blown out.
yeah,
I think Packers would have put it close.
yeah,
Packers for sure would have been close.
Anybody, it doesn't matter what team, it would have been a different thing. But that's how good the Cardinals defense were for covering Nick. But and not only that, but you got talented wide receivers up and rise. You got that other guy Thornton or something. What is his name? He's been doing pretty decent. If he comes out of his shell, that's a lot better for Sam Darnold because the guy's not going to look for one guy always.
You know the one. So sorry to cut you off, but the one thing that really does scare me about the Seahawks, number one, where really scares me, is Kenneth Walker. The man can't stay healthy to save his life, dude.
Yeah, it's a split committee though. You already knew that coming out because the Seahawks
always have to do it now because they're trying to protect Walker to go deeper.
Well, the Seahawks did announce in the preseason that they were going to do 1A, 1B. So meaning Charbonnet was going to be the B to Ken Walker's A. And you saw that they both had some time to go in the pocket and run. I think Zach though look a lot better. I don't think Ken Walker's the guy, dude. I saw the game. Ken Walker didn't look as great as Zach. Zach was really dependable in the first half. I think Ken Walker got in there and got more yards in because by then the Cardinals defense was more broken up. But every time he was getting in there, he was getting lots of negative yards, I felt like. Because I remember seeing he kept getting thrown back. He doesn't look like the guy to me, man. I think Zach's going to stay healthier. And I think eventually he's going to overtake that backfield. They're still going to do a committee, two heads and that. But I think at some point he'll just take over. But that's just me.
We'll see. I mean, honestly, I can see why they want to keep Zach because he's more of the explosive runner. But Charbonnet, whenever Zach does go down, I'm not going to deny it. Excuse me, whenever Kenneth Walker does go down, you do see like a spike in Charbonnet's usage, catch, run, everything ability. Like it does really spike up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I feel like even when Charbonnet was your 2B, it still wasn't as effective. Even when he became the 1A, Walker is not as effective as Charbonnet. But don't get me wrong, I think that Charbonnet is more of the elusive. Excuse me, I messed up. Walker's more the elusive one. Charbonnet is more the just to pound it, just to keep going, and just keep running it.
You're a workhorse.
Yeah, 100% the workhorse. While Walker is not, because Walker I think has to be more elusive because of all the injuries that have played them over all the years.
Yeah,
so that's 100%. That's where I feel like it is. So let's go back now to the other topic at hand. And the next topic I'm going to talk about is your Green Bay Packers.
Mm-hmm.
So, did you hear that the fact that the NFL is actually investigating into the NFL? I think supposedly getting the FBI getting a whole bunch of.
Wasn't that though just a meme rumor? Because I remember reading that, but then people were just making fun of it that it was a.
It probably could be. I think it could be because so basically the reason is because there was 3 plays that cost the Packers that game against the Browns.
Well, that and then don't look. Personally, in my opinion, I don't think it's true. The investigation, I doubt it. We're gonna hear anything from it. I even doubt it's actually true at all. But even if there was, the only thing I was telling people that my theory is that it was odd that the point spread was very low for the Browns, which was odd enough. And I'm like, but that's just me. But go ahead.
That one. But then the one that people were really questioning is, I don't know if you watched the game, so you remember this. At the end, when they run down the field, and they have the ball, and the Browns don't give it to the ref, don't let the ref touch the ball. Like they just grab the ball, hiked it, spiked it, and then here comes the kicker to go ahead and ice the game.
Mm-hmm.
So where was the ref touching the ball? Because NFL officiating rules always say the ref has to touch the ball.
Yeah.
Let's go back not too many years ago, 49ers versus Cowboys. When Dak runs, that one player runs like 14, 15 yards, and the ref can't touch the ball in time, and they're like, I don't think he's going to make it. And they don't make it to spike the ball. Right. It's like, what was the difference between then and now? And
Right.
yes, I just started a whole conversation. Y'all go ahead and have fun with it. Um, so that's why I feel like maybe Vegas try to do their best. So hey, let's keep that spread.
I'm not denying it. I don't think there's no investigation because I feel like this is like one of those things that just happen. But I don't deny that Vegas had a hand in this spread in order for them to win. Because in
Hmm.
the end of the day, there's more people putting money down on Green Bay than
Yeah,
there
there were
was
so
Cleveland.
many people putting the money down on Green Bay.
Yeah, and I mean, too, in that degree, as a fan, they didn't look as good. They, I don't know what the hell was going on with Jordan Love either. Really bad night, and I get it. He still needs to find a connection between him and some of his wide receivers.
Golden.
Golden, but you also got Wicks, you also got Dobbs, you
He
also
never
got
had a connection with them, though. Like from what
oh
I feel,
no, he did. He did. Dobbs did get
I feel
plenty.
Dobbs, but not Wicks.
Wicks was actually not bad, dude. Like I'm not gonna so put it this way. If you talking about like a weekly connection, no Green Bay wide receivers ever had that. Like this ball was always since Jordan Love's been in there,
It's been
it's been
distributed everywhere.
everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, that's always been Green Bay. But Wicks always had great passes. Like whenever he threw them at them, they connected pretty well. Um, it's just like you don't know what you're gonna get every week. The Jordan Love doesn't have a favorite.
no, he doesn't have a favorite target.
And
Maybe probably Tucker Craft. No, it could be Craft.
I always say, well, Tucker Craft is a tight end, and he's more of your safety blanket. So it's like, yeah, you could say that. It's more of his binky, I guess. Um, but I don't know. Something happened to the guy, and it's scary. Like it's the connection's not there. But then again, like I said, dude, it could be matchup because the Browns defense is not bad. The
No,
Browns
yeah.
defense is elite. Their offense, well, yeah, obviously you got Joe Flacco in their center. He's old. I mean,
He was called off the couch after a year and a half of hiatus because Watson.
I mean,
It's Watson.
he's a better fucking quarterback than Watson.
Literally, though.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the story for another day. Um, I see them bounce back, the Packers. I think they'll do just fine against the Cowboys. I'm not like, what's it called? Not like
You're not worried.
panicking. Nah. Cause I mean, the Cowboys defense is fucking horrible. I'll give them their credit when credit's due. The run stop defense is pretty decent, but their secondary is horrible. It really is. I think this is going to be your breakout game for Golden. I
Yeah,
think Jordan Love's going to find them
a lot.
and have a good game with them. I think they'll catch a touchdown. That's my prediction. I think, and then I feel like Micah Parson, knowing how the Cowboys play, is going to eventually get to Dak. He's going to know how to fake them. He knows that because he played with them for so long. He's just going to know all the plays and all the tricks. And Green Bay has always had their number in most of these games.
Actually, they've had him out of the last 10 games. Green Bay's won 9.
So there goes that, dude. I'll be very shocked if, the Cowboys come out of this winning. I'm not saying it won't happen, but very shocked. But
I feel like this is Mike is going to take this one personal after all the stuff Jerry's been saying. Jerry even said, you know what? Basically, literally, this is what he referred to Micah as. And this is what I said. I think now it's going to get personal. Jerry Jones said himself, you know what? Micah Parsons is good. There's some plays he does them is beautiful. He knows how to make a pass. He knows how to run for the sack and stuff like that. However, then there's other plays like a run play, he's lost.
yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's a shot. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's probably gonna take this one a little bit more to heart than what he should right now.
Could be, man. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Why
A lot of
wouldn't
people
he?
are showing memes of Michael Parsons breaking Dak Prescott's ACL. I'm like, you guys are bogus for this one.
I mean, you never know. It's crazy things have happened during games, and that's crazy, man. It's gonna be a good game, regardless. I'm excited to see that one. Obviously,
The Bears blowing them out the water last week. I mean, no one saw that one coming. I didn't see it coming.
I kind of knew. I did tell you. Like, I remember I did tell you last week. Like, I think this Bears and Cowboys game is gonna be a lot better, and I wanted the Cowboys to win just because I don't like the Bears. But the reality was, I kind of knew that the Bears were gonna win, just because, like I said, the Cowboys defense is horrible. And look, on paper, the Bears do have the better team
They
overall.
do.
Yeah, they
On
have
paper.
good everything, but they need to click. And honestly, like I said, the Cowboys defense is horrible. When you have the Giants with Russell Wilson giving them a lot of
Problems.
imagine what a team with good players can do. So that's why I said I'm not worried about the Packers blowing them out. The only thing I just worry about is Jordan Love, how he's gonna look, really. But otherwise, like I said, I feel bad for Cowboys because I just don't see them getting close to the playoffs anytime soon in the next few
No.
years with Dak under center. It's not so put it this way, it's not saying that Dak's not a great quarterback. It's just that you pay the man too much money. And now you can't afford.
Other players, other pieces around him.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna have to
I mean,
rebuild
don't get
this
me wrong, dude.
franchise.
Hey, you know what? Javante Williams was a good pickup. I'll tell you that, dude. For a lot of people who are not fans of Javante Williams, them picking him up was actually really good. He's
Yeah.
done so much for he's been the workhorse for that team.
Yeah. So with the trade with the Green Bay Packers and the picks that they got off of
Yeah.
them, believe it or not, though, in Cowboys history, they have gotten really good picks. So I'm not gonna say that doesn't lead to maybe one or two good players from it. But I just right now, though, it just doesn't look good. You still need more. There's more issues there. There's just a lot more, and including the morale. And I'm gonna say this, dude. Pickens, he's a good player, but
He's crashing out too soon.
yeah, if things don't go his way, he'll just quit on the team eventually, like he did with the Steelers.
Just like he did last week against the Bears when he was starting to get all upset.
Yeah, he's not fit for actual games, man. He's just too much of a hothead, and I don't see him lasting too long until he wants to either sit it out or ask for a trade, which just shows the type of person he is.
I can see it.
Yeah, and affect them a lot if that's the case, because they're not going to win a lot of games this year.
They're not going to win the games
Yeah,
now.
I'll be surprised. I mean, yeah, this is a tough schedule. I'll be surprised they win even a couple.
You want to talk about the schedule? We can.
We'll wait till we get there. I think this will be a Cowboys weekly thing. Yeah, that'll be fun to see. I know we'll get a lot of Cowboys fans.
I actually have a friend that's a Cowboy fan. Nate, this that shout out goes to you.
Yeah.
I feel honestly though that just Cowboys in general, man, they have to find their core and they have to stop letting Jerry be the face of the franchise as much as he is.
Well, that's the thing, dude. You think that's gonna happen anytime soon? No. So there you go.
He's like a Virginia Rikaski, God rest her soul.
Well, and then you got his kids that are gonna take over.
Yep.
So it's another generation until they sell it, which I doubt they will, because it's making the money.
A lot of money.
Because no matter what you want to say about Jerry Jones or the Jones family, they're not dumb. So these fans are dumb enough to go buy stuff and all this stuff to make them money. So they'll never get out. What's the point? Even if you sell it, you'll never make as much money year on for your rest of your family.
Yep.
We'll see, man.
We'll definitely see. By the way, hey man, you know what? Actually, I was going to tell you something funny. So my guy Nate, the guy I work with, he's a Cowboy fan.
Mm-hmm.
Every single day before the Cowboys Packers game, he always wore a beanie with the Cowboys logo on it. Ever since that smashing, he's never worn it again. I just remember that right now. He's never worn that. He was never worn that beanie. That's a shot to you, kid. But on top of that, though, let's go on to you know what. So then you think they're going to bounce back? If you were to give me a final prediction, what do you think the final's going to be between Packers and Cowboys?
I don't think they're going to blow them out as the Bears did. I'm being honest, because I'm a realistic type of person, and the fan in me want to say, yeah, 50-10. No, honestly, it's going to be a lot better game. I think the Cowboys are going to put up a fight, as they should. I do think that Dak gets a little bit roughened up, but I do think they're going to do a little bit better. I would give it probably 15-23. And because the Green Bay is not, if you notice all the Green Bay's games, and even throughout history, they're not there to get high points. They're there to keep it controlled. Meaning, like, they want their defense to handle most of the work, And when they get the ball, they actually like to run it more to control more of the time, the clock, which is smart. So this has been basically Matt's whole game plans for like years. So I think this is the system they're going to run through Dallas. I don't think we're going to see that playoff blowout. I just don't. But I mean, if we do it, I'll be happy for me, obviously. But I don't think so. I really do think they're just going to run the ball, like, run it through, with Josh Jacobs, and score is going to be 15-23 because I feel like the Cowboys will get that garbage time touchdowns and stuff, and last minute stuff. Probably Matt's like, all right, go ahead and run your shit. It'll be kind of like Washington against Green Bay, where they did get their points towards the end, and it looked better on paper, but when you watch the game, it was never that close.
No.
No.
Or the game Dallas versus Green Bay, or last year, where it was a blowout, and then at the end I was like, all right, cool, just go ahead, get your little pats in.
Because in the end of the day, yeah, that's time for them putting those points in, going downfield, and that's time wasted.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why Matt kind of just lets them have it. Like, I don't care, just go ahead, score. Like, we're not gonna force our player to stop you. By then, we already won. My predictions. I mean, what's yours?
I feel it's gonna be about maybe 27-17. I feel it's gonna be about a 10-point game.
Okay.
And I do have the Packers winning.
All right, well, sounds good to me.
Sorry, Nate. I know we're boys, but glad I think Packers are gonna win. You want to the next topic, man? My Chicago Bears. The headache of a franchise. The headache of a franchise.
Bears look better.
They look better against teams that they're supposed to look better against.
Yeah, I mean, look, they got good talent on the offense. They got a good O-line. Bears always had, I'll give them this, Bears always had a solid defense throughout the years. That's never changed. For some reason, none of that ever clicks. I don't know why. It just never does. That organization goes through coaches. That's the issue too. They go to coaches and don't stick with one. You're gonna have bad years sometimes, and some coaches were horrible, but some coaches you didn't really give much of a chance to.
Dick John, Mark Trustman.
Yeah.
John Fox, unfortunately, though he was a legend, but yeah.
But as far as his matchup with the Raiders, I don't sleep on the Raiders. Yeah, they're 0-3, but you have Geno Smith. You had good offensive weapons on that area. I think the offense on the Raiders are a lot better than the Bears because you have more talent there.
Here's my problem with what you just said, though. Are you seeing how fast the defense is getting to the running back and to the quarterback?
Because they have no O-line.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, if they had at least a decent, I'm not saying the best, decent O-line, I see where you're coming from. But right now, it's like,
Yeah.
And there's a clip where they had, I think it was Washington or Patriots, I forgot who it was, where Gentry literally has the ball. And as he has the ball, all the white jerseys are here, and there's three already in the back. I'm like, how? How can you just let them just waltz right in, dude?
Yeah, so put it this way. Good. They got a good offense.
Mm-hmm.
They just need to throw out the ball quicker. They need to make better plays. They got Genty. They're not going to be able to run the ball with Genty through the O-line. But guess what? You haven't done is pass the ball to him.
That's true.
So pass the ball and let him run with it. He has the moves. If you watch the tape, it's there. Like, the man is making all these juking and moving stuff. And yeah, it's a couple of yards, but you could tell, like, fuck, this guy has talent. I mean, this guy didn't just fucking did 2,000 yards the year before. I mean, this is the reason why he was top ranked. And like I said,
I so wanted the Bears to draft him.
Well, look, the talent is there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this is the breakout game for all these guys. I have the Raiders winning. And it's nothing against the Bears, but it's their defense. It's solid. The issue is are we gonna get the same Bears that we got from Minnesota and from what was the game before that? Detroit. Are we gonna get? Well, see, that's the thing. I can't really rank them against the Cowboys, dude, because that was the Cowboys. That was a horrible team. So are we gonna get What bear? Okay, so what Bears are we gonna get? Are we gonna get finally an organized team? Was this the when they needed to be more organized going through, or are we gonna get the same fucking Bears that lost to a rookie quarterback and the Detroit Lions?
They got smashed by the Lions. They got destroyed by the Lions. They lost the rookie quarterback in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. So my point is, if Geno Smith could get his tight end back, Brock Bowers,
Mm-hmm.
if he's healthy, because I don't think he is, if he could get him back, and he already has two pretty good wide receivers on each of the other side, and they start throwing the ball to Genty, I really do think this is going to be a pretty good game, higher scoring, in fact. So, but that's just me, you know. I have the Raiders winning, not by a lot. I give it about 3 points, field goal, but I do have them winning. I don't because, like I said, they're 0-3, and I feel the Raiders need a win, and I think this is a win. I don't think they're gonna lose all their games because, like I said, Geno Smith is not a bad quarterback. He's a talented guy. He has the weapons. I don't blame him for this not clicking. He doesn't have the offensive line, but I think they're just gonna figure it out that Sunday. That hey, this now or never, we're gonna beat these guys and we're gonna go home.
Especially because they don't have. I think they're missing 3 starters.
Sorry, they're not gonna go home. They're at home.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's just me. I don't know.
Yeah. So no, man. You know what? I see you with that. I have the Bears actually winning 31-28.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, again, it's because I actually had them winning before the Michael Parsons trade. I had the Bears winning 8 or 9 games.
Right.
After the Michael Parsons trade, I had them winning 6 or 7.
Well, you know what, man? Since we're doing all this stuff, man, just pull out that sheet and let's just go through a little bit of the stuff ourselves because I feel like at this point we've been just doing that. So we got that going. What's the next one, brother?
So, well, firstly, yesterday, me and you both picked up Seattle. We both won that one. Minnesota versus Pittsburgh.
All right,
and that's an early game because it's across the sea, it's across the pond.
It's the UK.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting one. That's a tough one. So one, you got Carson winning the other side, and you got Aaron Rodgers. Just feels like we're back in 2017.
Yeah.
So we got two of the old men of the leagues right now. That's a tough one, dude. Good look. Despite what you want to say about Aaron Rodgers, he's an okay quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Carson Wentz, he's just there.
Carson Wentz hasn't been the same since that one injury that took him out of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and he's just there. He really isn't the same at all, not even close. The defense from Minnesota is elite.
Yeah.
It is. Still one of the best from last year. It's still the same players. Still elite. They still have JJ on one side. I think they're gonna eventually get Addison, but I'm not sure if he's playing this game. I think
you can play next game.
Yeah, you still got Mason, really great running back.
Aaron Jones.
No, he's not playing. He's
right. No, Mason.
Mason's the one taking over that backfield, but I think he's overall better right now.
Hawkinson,
yeah. So I mean, if Carson Wentz could just throw the ball a little bit and land, they'll be good. Now on the other side, Steelers.
That defense
is still solid. It's not great though. Look, put it this way: if Minnesota is smart, they're gonna run it through with Mason because they've been letting these running backs run through them.
Literally, Pittsburgh has.
Yeah. So, like I said, if Minnesota's smart, run through them. But if the Steelers could stop that run, I think that's most of the Minnesota's game at this point. Because I don't trust Carson Wentz from throwing, and I think he's gonna get picks if he does. And I think that's when the Steelers will capitalize. I feel like this is one of the close games. It's not going to be a fun game to watch. It's going to be very defense.
16-13.
Yeah, it's going to be one of these close games that you're like, shit.
I woke up at this time to watch this.
Yeah. I do think that, man, if I had to go, I would go with, I guess I would just go with Minnesota just because of the elite defense, man.
You go Minnesota?
Yeah, what about you? That's a tough one just because I kind of want to go with the Steelers just because of Aaron Rodgers. And because I do think at this point, Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback out of the two. And I don't think he's going to have a bad game, but it's hard, though, because I also feel like they're going to double coverage DK and Calvin Austin is still good, but
Then don't forget you also have Warren, the running back.
he's decent. But that's the thing, is just like their defense has to show up. If the Steelers defense shows up finally in this week and stops the run, I'll give it to the Steelers. But if they let the running back Mason just run through them, it's not going to be a good night for the Steelers. Like good morning, I guess, or night in the UK, whatever the hell is going on.
Whatever. I think they're in Germany. I don't know.
So who do you got?
I got Pittsburgh. I'll go Pittsburgh, man, just because it's Aaron Rodgers and I think it still feels that animosity against Minnesota because they always had like that back and forth record with them.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like the one time where he's like, at the end of the day, I own you, and walks off.
Okay. So you got the Steelers and I got the Minnesota. All right.
Vikings. Washington at Atlanta.
All right. So this is going to be an interesting game, especially from the Falcons side, because they really need to go in there and prove something after that horrible loss against the Panthers.
They got destroyed by the Panthers. God, I can't believe it.
Yeah, and it was mostly I don't know what happened there, dude. Nothing clicked that day. It's a divisional matchup. So,
but you would expect to put more than just 0 against the worst team in your division.
I thought the Panthers were going to win, but I didn't think that way. I'll be real. Because it's divisional. But okay, so what's his name?
Michael Penix.
Yep, Penis. Michael Phoenix.
Penix. I said Penix.
I heard some other shit. All right, well, it's late, anyways. Michael Phoenix. He needs to show out. He really does. He needs to get in there. He needs to start throwing like he did last year in the last couple of games that he was in. And he really needs to start connecting with his wide receivers. He has a talent full of wide receivers. Darnold movie, Drake London. He has this tight end, Kyle Pitts, that, look, I get it. He's been having a rough couple of years start, but the talent's there. And he has one of the best running backs in the fucking league. And I would say two, really, because I think the other guy, Tyler, is just not as good as Bijan, but I think he's fucking great. I think he's still great.
Yeah, he still is good.
So you have the offense there, and their defense was not doing that bad the first couple of weeks. I think this was just a fluke, dude. I think this is one of those days where just like, what the hell? It was the Green Bay versus the Brown situation. So it's like, what the fuck just happened? Like, I think they'll come back stronger on this one. And then you go on Washington's side. I don't know if Jaden Daniels going to play. He's not as healthy as people seem. Right now, I think he's
out.
He's out. Okay, so now he's out.
Marcus Mariota is actually supposed to play again.
So that was actually going to go into something else later after this segment. But, yeah. So put it this way. He's out, but without him, they did look good.
Last week. They did.
Yeah, and running backs at a committee, which is, you don't know who you're going to get, but someone's going to score. The issue is now that you don't have Terry McLaurin, and you have Debo now. And yeah, you still have a couple of decent wide receivers, but I want to say they're good. I want to say they're okay. They're just those fill-in roles.
Luke McCaffrey.
Yeah, which I think that's Christian McCaffrey's brother. Yeah, but he's not Christian McCaffrey. He's probably okay, but
Christian's a running back. There's a wide receiver.
Yeah, but he's not even on the same level. You know what I mean? You got an elite player, one of the best running backs in the league.
History, if it wasn't for the injuries.
And you got an okay running back. You get what I'm saying? McCaffrey's still going to be one of the best. I don't care the injuries or not. There's not many players could do what he did.
No, what he's doing.
And even when on the shittier team, that's just my opinion. But look, it's going to be tough. I think Debo's going to get some good plays in. And I think that Marcus Mariota is basically like a discount. Marcus Mariota is a lot older too, I think. But he's like a discount Jaden Daniels. So, like, he could run, he could throw, but he ain't no Jaden Daniels, but he fills in that system for now. And the Washington's defense is a lot better this year. Who do you got? I want to hear your predictions.
I got Washington, and there's only one reason and one reason only.
What?
Dan Quinn's coming back as a head coach. He got fired after he blew his 20-3 lead. Just coming back, and I was like, all right, guys, I'm gonna show y'all. He's got a chip on his shoulder, dude.
I'm actually gonna go on the other side. I'm gonna pick the Falcons. I think this is their comeback. I don't think they're gonna get blown out.
I don't think they're going to go blow on either. But I think it's going to be close. But I think that Dan Quinn has something to prove this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Falcons just because I think they're gonna click, they got a lot of better weapons than Washington does right now. Because, like I said, Washington is kind of running short on wide receivers.
Yeah.
And if they could stop the run, what else do they got left? Washington. That's the issue. I mean, old man Zach Ertz too.
Yeah, all right.
He's more of a red goal line, which is fine. I don't know. Look, if Washington defense could stop Michael Phoenix, it'll be a hard game for them. But I just don't know, man. I have a good feeling about this one, and so I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
Cool. Next one, Nola at Buffalo.
New Orleans and Buffalo.
At Buffalo.
Buffalo.
I'm going Buffalo. I don't have to explain.
Yeah, Buffalo with Josh Allen right now. Yeah,
Josh Allen is on a different level this year. If you have him in fantasy, enjoy the season.
Yeah, well, him, James Cook, they still got pretty good wide receivers there. One of them has to break out eventually and be his number one. Tight ends are good. Defense is pretty decent.
Yeah.
New Orleans rebuilding right now. I don't know the future. I think it's gonna be a rough couple of 2 years. They had a good time being on the top, but this is a rebuilding season. I don't see where the offense is going to go with New Orleans. It just there's nothing there.
They haven't been the same since Breeze left.
Yeah, I mean they had hopes when what's his name was still in there before he retired. What's his fucking name?
David Carr.
Yeah, Carr. There was hope, and then he just got injured. No, that was it. He retired, unfortunately. So yeah, that's just an easy matchup for Buffalo. But hey, crazier shit has happened. Don't ever put it past that St. Louis beats them. No one thought that the Panthers were going to kick the Falcons' ass.
No.
No one thought the Browns was going to kick the Packers' ass. So I'm just saying, crazier shit has happened. No one thought that the Ravens were going to blow a league. Think about the patterns you're seeing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, somebody's going to get an upset this week. So think about that. But yeah, on to the next one.
So you got Buffalo?
Yeah.
Okay. On to the next one. You got Detroit at Cleveland.
Cleveland
at Detroit. My bad. Cleveland at Detroit.
All right. So yeah, Detroit would be my pick. Things are looking finally better for Detroit. Everything's clicking in there. Offense is great. Everything's going through the running back. I don't think they're going to run through Detroit like they did with the Ravens, actually. I think the Browns will stop the running game. If
you have Gibbs, I would suggest you sit him out this week and focus. If you have St. Brown, I would have him on you for sure on your starting lineup.
Yeah, well, I don't think that they're going to run them through. I think they're going to throw more and then try to run it as well. I just think that the Browns' running stop defense is really great. And I mean, yeah, you have two good running backs, though. But
I feel like eventually, like in the end of the fourth quarter, that's when Gibbs is going to start going off because Montgomery's going to be beating up that defense all night.
But they're not going to get much yardage.
They're not going to hit 100. So they're probably going to touch on it too. Gibbs has seen receiving a couple passes, but I don't like I said personally, I wouldn't play Gibbs this week.
I don't think it's going to be an offense thing, dude. Honestly,
it's going to be defense all game.
I think
all game.
I think the Lions defense is going to actually be the ones that score the points on this one and get most of the offense going in because I think they're going to catch picks and stuff like they did against the Ravens.
Actually.
Yeah, so as far as the Brown side, with Joe Flacco under center, tough to get much offense. You got good wide receiver talent there. You got Jerry Jeudy, you got Tillman.
But he hasn't clicked with Jerry Jeudy at all. That's the problem.
He's not what's his name? Winston, unfortunately.
That's
you have two tight ends that are really good.
Njoku and Fenton.
As when they're talented, both of them guys. And running backs, actually, you got pretty good running backs.
Hoskins is actually picking up.
And Yeah, Quentin, that's his name, right? Quentin.
Quentin Hoskins.
Yeah, Quentin's really good. I think he's probably going to be one of the best running backs in the league in the future. I see. I mean, dude, from him being on bench, not signed, to come in and being that good already, there's breakout potential. I do think he gets a rushing touchdown this one.
Okay.
I do see him doing pretty good. So like I said, if the Browns could beat the Packers, so it's funny. The Browns could beat the Packers, yet the Packers squash the fucking Detroit. Make that any sense? So don't ever count the Browns out. It's just crazy as shit could happen, but I'm gonna go with the Lions.
Lions. Tennessee at Houston. I think it's a given that doesn't have to be much explaining because unfortunately Cam Ward is not the guy right now who he thought he was.
It's not that. I don't.
No. I'm not saying the fact that he's a bad player.
Yeah.
I just feel that right now he still needs to see more of a difference, and on top of that, they don't have a line for him. Well, he's throwing passes too quickly. He doesn't really read his reads because if you look at it, he's grabbing the ball and then he just has to hike. He has to throw it because he's already has somebody. He's either running or throwing for his life.
But that's not really on him. I feel that's the organization.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's another Bears thing, really.
Literally.
I think he's good though. He's good. He has potential to be great. The issue is that Titans organization is always stupid. It's always been stupid. And I would say that because they always play that safe side, like, well, we don't want to spend too much on players.
We'll get some of their at the end of their career.
So I don't think Cam Ward is not reading things. I just don't think that organization is doing anything to help. Because look at the year prior with the other guy. What's his name? The other quarterback, the rookie.
Oh,
they didn't do well. So what is that? What is that telling you here, dude? It's another Bear situation where the organization is failing.
Tannehill was doing okay, and then Derrick Henry left, and after Derrick Henry left, it was like Tannehill kind of just himself.
So that's what I'm saying, dude. It's the organization that's failing them. But why are you going to pick Houston, though? Let me ask you that question.
The defense.
Okay. But
CJ Stroud may not be the guy right now, but they at least have the defense.
But look at all their games, though. They've been playing like crap. Have they been scoring a lot of points on offense?
No, they haven't.
Dude, they got an O-line?
Not really. That's why, like I said, I think at this point it's going to be just a defensive game to take over.
Do you don't think that maybe the Titans actually could pull this off? Think about it. Houston has not looked good at all. Not even even the defense looks decent, but I don't say that's no Cardinals defense. That's no Seahawks defense. That's a mid-tier defense. I don't want to say okay defense. That sounds bad. Mid-tier. CJ's not been connecting.
And ever since that moment with Caleb, it's not the same, dude.
But not only that, they have no run game.
No.
Nick Chubb is your best running back? Old man Nick Chubb? Not old man. I'm sorry. Look, Nick Chubb was a fantastic running back. He's just, after the injuries, he's not the same players. Twice. The same fucking bone. No, I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's a close game. I'm going to pick Houston, might edge it out by a field goal if they're lucky. But this is my upset of the week.
I feel like it could be the upset of the week.
Because think about it. Like I said, if Cam Ward finally connects with his fucking offense, and I do think Titans have a better run game. Titans have a great defense, dude. Here's the issue. The Titans defense is a lot better than the Houston defense. Believe it or not, it's a lot better. I think that's going to be your upset of the week. So, you know what? Fuck it. For fun, I'm going to go with the Titans. Okay. Just because I like to take risks. I think the Titans edges it out. I think the defense is going to show out, and I do think they're going to run it better. And I just don't think CJ Stroud's the guy anymore. I think he's good. I think he needs the offensive line, but this year he's not going to be the guy. That's what I mean. Yeah.
Okay, next one. Carolina versus New England.
Go ahead.
Personally, only because New England honestly just can't seem to get it together like that well. I'm actually go Carolina.
All right. Why?
Carolina, because they just came off a really amazing week. Like, if you think about it, they just really came off an amazing week. made their rivals look bad, and this was someone who they had them just like, cool, they're gonna walk in, destroy them, walk away. And Carolina came in and they did what they had to do. Now, don't get me wrong, it is in Foxborough, but yet I feel that honestly, it could actually happen, dude. I think Carolina could do it. They're not much statistically, they're not much down underneath the Patriots, but the Patriots don't really have anybody for running back and wide receiver. Your best receiver right now is Hunter Henry, which is your tight end, and your quarterback is your runner. Quarterback has more yards. He has 87 total rushing yards, and he's a leader.
So I'm gonna go against you, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
Okay, Patriots. Drake May is still coming of his own. He's still trying to find his connection with wide receivers, but he has talent. He has Stephon Diggs. He has Boutte, which he's been connecting with, actually, TDs. He has Hunter Henry. That's his safety blanket. All right. Running game. Yes, it's true. Running game has been a little bit lackluster, but you have the talent there. So, yes, Stevenson fumbled. This has been an issue with them for years already. It's not a shocker.
And the running back and the rookie running back that they got didn't really pan out the way they wanted him to right away. That's what
so actually, here's the thing. It's not that he hasn't paneled, bro. It's that they haven't given him a chance. Because
that's true, they haven't.
So what did they do after Stevenson fumble in the game?
Yeah, they kind of just said, "All right, Drake May, run."
No, they actually gave it to Antonio Gibson.
Mm-hmm.
So they gave to Antonio Gibson, and what did he do? He did the same thing. He fumbled the ball. So they finally, in the end, gave it to Travion Henderson at about the end of the game, throughout the rest of the game. So I'm going to tell you this. I think this game, as far as running back, Henderson's the guy now. I think this organization's like, well, look, Stevenson has burned us throughout the years. We're going to be done with that. Gibson's not the guy, of course. I think this game is going to be Henderson. He has the talent. He's a lot better running back than Stevenson is. And guess what he also is? Pass catching back.
Yes, he is.
So guess who's going to have a fucking good day? Drake May. He's going to start checking it down to Henderson. And on the other side, he got Hunter Henry. And he's feeling a little spicy. Guess what? Boutte, I see you. Bam. TD. Stephon Diggs. Maybe you finally see a breakout from him. And then guess what? Guess who has the rushing upside himself?
Drake May.
Drake May. All right, let's go back to the defense. Patriots defense is getting slept on.
Yeah, they really are.
Guess who they coming back as their corner? One of the best corners in the league, Gonzalez.
Yeah, that's true.
So he's coming back because he's been out for a while. That's why that whole Miami game was a lot closer than it should have been, because he knows how to cover Tyreek Hill for years good, but he was out that game. But guess what? He's coming back. I like the Panthers. I like Bryce Young. I like the Panthers because I like the underdogs. But look, that game against the Falcons, good game on the Panthers. Taking nothing away from that. But against the Patriots, I'm going to be in for a surprise. I got the Patriots beating them.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to go with that.
Cool. So let's see. We already have a difference there. We have another difference there. Now, Chargers versus Giants.
Chargers. But this is interesting.
I just want the kid to look good, man. I know they're not going to look that, but I just want the kid to look good. What they're doing to the kid is messed up. I would have put in Jameis Winston to at least let the kid learn what to get against an elite defense like the Chargers. But he's going to get his whole meal eaten. He's going to get his lunch eaten. And all that's going to happen is they all can see already all the ESPN. Is this the guy?
I mean, but here's the thing, bro. Have you ever followed Jackson Dart?
Explain.
Like throughout his career before?
He's done pretty good.
All right. But you ever follow his career like throughout what he's been through, like life and all?
No.
So he was never supposed to be the guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was never supposed to break out. So put it this way, as a quarterback, a lot of people look past them for a lot of reasons. They always questioned him. This guy's a natural athlete, though.
Yeah, of course.
This guy played baseball and football in high school.
Mm-hmm.
He has the arm talent. And as he was failing, he was learning and getting better.
He really
This
did.
guy is has an old school mentality.
Mm-hmm.
So he knows how to read defenses. He knows how to, how would you say? He knows how to not crack under pressure. He's been known to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think he looks bad in this game. I think he's gonna look good, and I don't think ESPN is gonna be talking about, because they're gonna know he's gonna lose, but they're gonna see flashes of him actually breaking out throughout the game,
Mm-hmm.
and I think he's gonna look great. I really do think he's gonna use a lot of his legs. I think him and it's gonna be his best friend Scatable.
Cam Scatable. Yep.
I think they're gonna create some fucking insane plays because like Scatable is really great. I like
Yeah.
Scatable. He reminds me of an old school running back.
Tyrod Taylor, you may have lost. Excuse me, Tyron Tracy, you may have lost your job.
Yeah, well, Scatable was always going to be the guy when they drafted him. It was just a matter of time, and I think he reminds me of one of the old schools, go through the rocks. He has that fucking
He reminds
body
me. Of,
type.
he reminds me of Christian McCaffrey.
Uh,
That's when McCaffrey started. McCaffrey wasn't like the elusive kind of guy. He was kind of just right up the middle. Let's go, and he will get his pickings that way.
I would say more of a Derrick Henry in that case because Derrick Henry is more of the pound the rock and get in there. Because like Derrick Henry just beats through defenders.
Really has been, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I would say. Scatable reminds me of. I'm not saying he's good as Derrick Henry, but he could have the that whole strength in there. I think Jackson Dart is going to do well. I think this is actually great for him. I don't think they're doing him bogus. I actually think this is better off. Russell's not the guy.
No, he's done. He's washed.
Yeah, Russell should have been retired. I didn't really. I look once he went to the Broncos, that was a different story. But he should just be a backup. I think he's gone from the Giants pretty soon.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna get drafted out, and I wouldn't be surprised if he lands on the Bengals.
I can see.
But I think Jackson Dart is gonna break out. I think he's gonna look great. I think he's gonna crumble some insane plays. I have a lot of hope for this guy because I think he's your next Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. I think he's going to be great in the league. He's kind of like one of those sleepers like Jaden Daniels was last year when everybody was counting him out. But the issue was Jaden Daniels was in a lot better organization. So we'll see some good flashes. And hopefully, if we see throughout the weeks he's doing good, hopefully the Giants could get that shit together, man. It's another bad organization. As far as the Chargers side, just Herbert's looking great. Wide receivers are fucking insane. 3 of the fucking best wide receivers.
McConkey, Allen,
Quinnen. And then tight end's pretty decent, but dude,
they don't have a running game.
No, they do have a running game. His name is Hampton.
Yeah, Hampton. You're right. I'm sorry, I forgot about him.
Hampton, dude. See, here's the issue: is that I don't understand why they gave Najee Harris the ball. Hampton is one of the best running backs throughout that draft. And I was saying this to people: if they could give him the rock, they could pass it down to him. He's gonna go insane, and he showed that last game. And I think he's gonna, dude. I'm gonna tell you this: this Chargers team plus their defense is really great. They stopped Kansas City. They stopped the Broncos.
Yep.
I mean, dude, this team is scary. I think this team's gonna probably win the AFC. I don't see no one else, bro. Like, who? The Bills? The Bills look good. I don't think so, man. I think the AFC is the Chargers to be taken finally, and I'm happy for Justin Herbert because guess what? He was a third string quarterback.
It really was.
It was about time, man. You get your fucking fame, and about time you get it up there, man. I think this Chargers defense is going to be scary overall this year. What's the next one?
So next one you have, so you got the Chargers, right?
Yeah.
Tampa Bay versus Eagles.
Ah, that's going to be a fun game.
At Tampa Bay.
Go ahead.
Just because I feel like it may be that time. I got the Bucks, even though I'm an Eagles fan.
Oh, now you're an Eagles fan?
I have been since Brian Dawkins.
How many hats you got, bro?
I got 1,072.
You got all the NFL teams every year. You're ready. Which one was the Super Bowl? I got this one on.
This is Brian Dawkins, dude.
So put it this way. I'm going to go with Tampa. I don't think the Eagles are great. I'm sorry. I don't see the greatness in them this year. I'm gonna tell you why.
Their defense is not the same.
Well, not only that, but not even their offense. Nobody's clicking in that offense anymore. They got the run game. Run game's good. What's the passing game though, man? Where's that been
It's
at?
because they took away the favorite target. Smith was not the guy. Smith's never been the guy. Smith's always been your solid number two. When you take away AJ Brown, you take away basically the whole passing game from them.
But you know what I'm saying? Where's the passing game in general? I mean, you still got them. You still got AJ. You've got Smith.
But AJ hasn't been the same because they started to shut him down. So now you're starting to focus more on Dallas Goddard or Smith, and Smith wasn't really your guy like that.
Well, Smith is. What are you talking about? Well, Smith is a good player though. I'm not saying he's not the guy, but I'm saying he's a great player.
Yeah, he's a great player. I'm not sitting here saying he's not.
But
But he's not. He's never really been like the number one. If he was the number one, it still didn't work out.
But AJ wasn't also the number one because there were games that AJ broke out mad because he wasn't getting targeted. See, this is the Eagles' issue all the time is that they have a great run game. They got an elite, but for some reason right now, you're not passing it to AJ Brown.
Actually, he has 144 passing yards or receiving yards.
144. That's it?
Mm-hmm.
That's
In
not a
3
lot.
games. No.
My point is, you're not giving it the ball to AJ. You're not going to Devontae Smith. You go to Dallas Goddard a couple of times. You hand the rock. You run, push tush. The NFL teams are eventually going to figure this shit out, and I feel like this year they have. Because look at all their games. It was close.
They've
Hell,
all been close.
Kansas City game was closer than it should have been, and they couldn't shut out a Kansas City
Bad
one with no wide receivers.
No.
Get the fuck out of here. With no running game.
Yeah.
Kansas City. You're not look, if the Rams didn't blow themselves as well, they were smoking the fucking Eagles. Yeah, they looked a lot better that game. But dude, Tampa Bay, that fucking team looks monsterish. And I'm not gonna
Baker
lie.
Mayfield's been with a chip on the shoulder this year.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought Tampa Bay was gonna have a regression. But then when I seen them finally like in week 1 and 2 and against the Falcons, that's what actually made me the believer is against the Falcons, how they crushed through the Falcons through that second half. And I'm like, all right, you know what? This team is elite. Great run game, fucking great passing game, great quarterback that could throw the arms. IQ. Here's the thing. Baker Mayfield slept on through as his IQ. He's a smart quarterback.
He really is.
And their defense is solid. Look, their defense is a little banged up. All right. But they're a little banged up. They're missing some players. But if they could get all those weapons back, they'll be a lot better. So I'm gonna go with the Bucks on this one because I feel like it's about time the Eagles lose one. I don't think the Eagles are gonna do great this year. I just personally, maybe a little bitter because I don't like the Eagles myself, but I just don't think they're gonna do great. But that's just me. Bucks on the other hand, Baker Mayfield, the guy, underdog story, really is. What's the next one?
I think this is going to be the game of the week. Colts versus Rams at Rams.
Good game. Go ahead.
Only because I want to see if I'm a believer or not. Fuck it, I'm going to go with the Colts.
God damn it, it's about fucking time you picked a good pick. I'm a believer. Indiana Jones, my guy. Look, we were quick to make fun of him all throughout the years. But damn, man, it's about time this guy's getting his flowers, bro. Like, look, it's another situation, bro, where you're in a shitty fucking organization. You get out of it. People make fun of you. People say you're a journeyman. You'll never amount to anything. Then you finally go to a decent team. And guess what? You're fucking winning. You're 3-0.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. You never expected out of all people, Daniel Jones. But if you look back to it, he is a great athlete. He's a great runner. He could pass the ball when he needed to. But he had no offensive line.
No.
The fuck do you expect, man? I'm not going to say he's the most talented quarterback I've ever seen, but he's I want to say like a C+ quarterback if you had to grade him. And that's not a bad thing in a good organization like the Colts. The Colts always had a good organization. Right now, the Colts have a good old line. They have a pretty solid defense. And they have one of the best fucking offensive weapons right now in the league. That's
Jonathan
Taylor, but you also got some talented ass wide receivers. And I'm gonna tell you this: I say they have one of the most best drafted tight ends in the league right
Tyler fucking Warren.
Yeah. So when you got Tyler Warren, Jonathan Taylor, you also got on the other side Josh Downs, Adam Pierce is starting to come out, and you got the guy that's been a ghost for most of the years, Michael Pittman, finally getting some fucking balls thrown his way. This is a scary fucking team.
Mm-hmm.
I think this team was not expected to be this good. And I don't blame them after the shit we saw for Daniel Jones. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the dude. I'm gonna go with the. It's gonna be close. I'm gonna go with the Colts. But if Stafford though, man, that's the thing. You can never sleep on Stafford at all, man.
Nope. He did win the Super Bowl. It's funny, but the moment that they actually picked them up, I told everybody the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl within 2 years.
Yeah,
they won the same year.
But as far as this game, I think if the Rams could just see, you know why I also picked the Colts? It's because the Rams just fought off the Eagles in a tough game.
Yep.
They're going to be beat up. But if they're not so beat up, they could potentially win it. But I'm going to go with the Colts. I just also don't think the running game is as good. I think they have to figure out who they really want as a running back in that fucking team. But, you know, we still have fucking Devontae Adams and we have Puka as well.
Goa.
And those guys are fucking great.
And Higbee.
Higbee's pretty decent. Those guys are great, though, man.
Kyler Williams, sorry.
I was like, Tyler Warren's in their team now? Like, damn, what the fuck did I miss? Yeah. But Kyrie doesn't look as good as he did last year. I just don't see it anymore. I think that's what I'm saying. I think we're going to see eventually a trade of running backs. I'm just saying.
Jacksonville and 49ers. Sorry. We both picked Colts, right?
Yeah.
Jacksonville and 49ers.
I don't know, man. I mean, Jacksonville's actually been winning games, surprisingly. It's like, yeah. I mean, and I hear that what's his name's coming back this week for 49ers. What buddy's name? Quarterback? What am I forgetting?
Brock Purdy.
He's coming back, according to reports that he might be back by Sunday. And that would help a lot. Mac Jones is a system quarterback, but I think Brock Purdy's a lot better overall. So you still have Christian McCaffrey.
Brian Robinson.
I'm not really big on Brian, but you still got Christian McCaffrey, the elite.
Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah, he's decent. I think Juwan Jennings is out though.
I don't know for how much longer, but he's not out for long.
Yeah, but
he's questionable.
But for this game, he's out. I feel like. So yeah. That's a tough one. Look,
I got the Niners because of their defense, and sunshine don't really shine in that kind of environment.
Yeah, I guess. What's the point spread then?
Point spread on this one?
What do you think? I'm saying for you.
It's gonna be tight. And I have 49ers by 3.
Yeah, because I don't think the 49ers are keeping their close on their games.
So yeah, and then also they don't have Nick Bosa, so that's why I feel like Niners are gonna edge it out, but not gonna win by much.
Well, everything's banged up, defense and offense.
But Kyle Shanahan still manages to do something eventually.
Yeah, like I said, tight game. I do think if let's just put it this way: if the Jaguars really want to win,
it's their moment to win to right now.
Well, pound the rock.
Literally.
You got 2 running backs, and you got some of the best wide receivers. Fuck. That's what I don't understand is how Jacksonville is not better than they should be. You got Travis Hunter, and you got Brian Thomas
Jr.
Some fucking quarterbacks will kill to have these 2 guys on the fucking league.
Brandon Strange.
No, yet these guys are not doing what they're supposed to be
Brandon Strange, sorry.
Yeah, these guys are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Not the wide receivers, the fucking coaches, and I don't know what's going on with Trevor Lawrence anymore. He's been, you notice he's been having issues with the coaches lately.
Yep,
brushing them off. So some fucking dislikes there. I don't know. We'll see.
Who do you got?
The 49ers.
Niners, okay. Another one. Baltimore versus Kansas City.
They're fucking horrible, both teams. I'm sorry, but Baltimore does not look good either.
Even though on paper they should.
But they're not clicking.
No.
Look, man, like Baltimore looked good once upon a time, but everything's going bad there right now.
Kansas City's just injury seeded USA.
Go ahead.
I got Baltimore.
Kansas City, and I'll tell you why. Despite not having the best players, Mahomes
It is a game changer.
Yeah, and Mahomes running the crap out of that fucking thing right now. Look, I'll tell you this. I'll pick Kansas City because I feel like they're gonna find someone to throw the ball at. And hell, this might be a Kelsey game. This might be a Hollywood Brown game. I think Wardy is back into the game right now. I feel like I think he might be back in. So if they get Xavier Wardy, he might just throw the ball to him, Hollywood, or Kelsey. The guy's gonna get it done.
Yeah.
He doesn't care who he throws it. Someone catches that ball, Mahomes gonna throw it at you as long as you're able
All
to catch
day,
it.
every day.
Yeah, the guy's talented. The guy could run. I'm not a big Mahomes fan, but I'm not gonna deny the talent's there. The guy is really smart. And their defense is still good. I'm sorry, dude. The Ravens had tough matchups. The Bills, they didn't really blow out the Browns as much as I thought they were gonna go. But that's just because I think the Browns defense is pretty good. But they just had a really tough matchup against Detroit. I feel like all that's going to take a very big toll. And I feel like they're frustrated and I feel like they're not clicking. We already see Derrick Henry having troubles fumbling the ball.
It's something you never said before.
Well, he's up there in age, unfortunately. He's been in the, this might actually be an issue. And what happened in 3 games or 3 times?
3 times in 3 games.
Don't you think that might be an issue coming up?
Yeah.
You don't think it might do that again? Maybe that'd be the
Peanut
game
punch.
changer. Yeah. So I'm just gonna say Kansas City, bro, because I don't think this offense from the Ravens, if they could get it clicking again, yeah, the Ravens should be good on paper, like you said. I'm sorry, but I don't think so. I'm just gonna have to pick Kansas City to finally beat the Ravens. I don't think it's by a lot, but
it's gonna be close. Well, I mean, the Ravens. Well, Patrick Mahomes is 4-1 against Lamar Jackson.
That's another statistic to think about. Look, that Ravens team that beat the fucking Kansas City Chiefs was elite.
Yeah.
They also are missing some good defense. They don't have all the good defense players like they used to have either. So the Ravens are going to have a big regression this year. They're not going to be the same team that you thought they were. I think they'll make the wild card.
Probably.
It. They're not making the playoffs. They're probably going to win. Look, sorry. Let me take that back. They'll win the division. Who's in the fucking division? Now that I think about it.
Browns, Steelers,
and the
Bengals.
fucking Bengals. Now you're going to tell me the Steelers are going to beat the Ravens? I'll be shocked. And if they are, fucking shame on the Ravens.
Literally.
So I'm going to just go with Kansas City. I think this is going to be a good bounce game. What are Kansas City record right now?
1-2.
Oh yeah, they're gonna win. They're gonna look good. And we're gonna see Taylor Swift. Where are they at?
Baltimore? Kansas City.
Oh, all right. We're gonna see Taylor Swift, and this is gonna make a game changer. Kelsey's gonna finally come out and have a good game.
Because the fiance's there.
Yeah, so
and then
Kansas.
And now you have Chicago versus the Raiders. The Raiders.
Well, I already said that pick. We already went to depth, so Raiders, Bears. So we can move on for that one.
Green Bay versus Dallas. We both said Green Bay.
Yeah, so we'll move on. We went on depth on that one. What else is left?
Jets versus Miami.
Interesting. Monday, right?
Yep. 2-header for Monday.
Go ahead.
Only because Justin Fields is not playing up. Actually, I may go Jets. Jets.
Jets, Dolphins, another bad organization. Fire the coach.
Literally.
I don't want to see that guy anymore just because I don't think he has it in him. I think he's but that's the thing, dude. Just Dolphins, everybody's messed up.
For all the talent they have, they should not be having the record they have right now.
But think about it though. You say talent. Now, when you say talent, I only see a couple of guys. I see one guy not as talented, and doesn't want to be there. And who knows the talent still left in him. Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
He has what? Allegations against him right now.
A lot of them.
And not a good allegations at all.
Mm-mm.
Any allegations ever good. He's old.
Mm-hmm.
He's still good, I'm sure. I don't think he has enough left in him. Tua got hit so many times.
He doesn't know what to do anymore.
Because eventually he's going to get injured. There's a fear of all that. Organization looking like shit. Defense looking like shit. Jets, not so great. But I feel like they're still well put together in defense. Yeah. And I think that's a difference maker. I don't think this is high scoring. I think it's going to be boring matchup. I don't know why they even put them together for a Monday. So I'm going to go with the Jets.
Last but not least, Cincinnati versus Denver.
Probably Denver, most likely. The Brownie needs to find connections with the rest of his team. I don't think that's going to be this game. Broncos have a really solid defense, one of the best in the league. I feel like what's his name going to have fun with this, the quarterback.
Bo Nix.
Yeah, he's great on his legs. I think he's just going to start finding his connections. I think this is a good, find your connections, stronger games on the rest of your wide receivers that he has.
Mm-hmm.
And as well, I think, so I'll put it this way. I think this is going to be a run game for the Broncos. They're not going to pass heavy. They should to practice a bit. But they're going to run it through with J.K. Dobbins. And maybe Harvey's finally going to get some snaps in and maybe score a touchdown. So they're going to get run through. Bengals doesn't have a defense.
Nope.
They wish they had even a close defense to what any other team would in that league. But, yeah.
Well, in case there's a tiebreaker, so we're both going to go for Denver. In case there's a tiebreaker, what's your total points between the Jets and the Fins?
I thought that wouldn't it be the other one? On the one on the bottom.
You want to go to Cincinnati versus Denver?
Yeah, that's usually the one.
Okay.
We'll go 42.
42 total?
Yeah, for me.
I'll go 35.
Okay. So 35, 42. All right. But yeah, I mean, that whole Monday schedule looks stupid in my opinion. I feel like the NFL thought about it at the time. They were like, yeah, this is gonna be good.
Then they see it, they're like, oh God, what do we do?
It's not that they see it, it's just shit happens in the organization. I mean, no one expected Joe Burrow to go down.
Literally.
But do you think I'm gonna tell you this. As far as Joe Burrow's career, what do you think happens to him now? You know what total turf is, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think happens to him?
I don't know, bro. Because, I mean, at this point, I think he's going to want to request a trade because at this point, he's got to think about his career in the future.
They're not going to have everybody there next year. What's his name? Hutchinson?
Yeah, Hutchinson's going to be gone. But
Higgins going to be gone.
Higgins going to be gone.
Shamar Chase is going to be there. They paid him a lot of money.
Chase Brown will still be there.
But, I mean, without Joe Burrow, Chase Brown is just kind of a average running back.
Yeah.
So, because he didn't do nothing last game. So you think he's going to request a trade?
I think so. I think he's not going to sign. He's going to request a trade, or they're going to finally start actually doing something for him. But that's the thing. Or the coach is going to get fired. I see that one too.
But the issue is though salary cap. The issue is you paid Burrow.
Jamar Chase.
Well, not even Jamar. Jamar should get paid. You paid Burrow high.
Burrow, Chase, and Higgins.
Yeah, well, you're not going to keep Higgins. That's already been known. And Hutchinson is not going to be there. So you get rid of those guys. You still have, not that much money left to get some pieces in.
Yeah.
I think that organization just went through shit after this year. I'm sorry, but I'm a Joe Burrow fan. I like the guy. I think he's one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league. And for the fact that he keeps all these games high scoring, that's talent, dude, because he has no line, no defense. But the man is smart, man. The man is talented. So, yeah, I feel bad for him. I really do. And to get an injury like that, believe it or not, that's going to affect them.
It really is. Last but not least, man, let's go ahead and just run it down real quickly. Sleepers for the week. In case you do fantasy, we'll get you with a couple sleepers. For me, I have Geno Smith as quarterback. Running back, I have Jeremy McNichols from the Washington Commanders. Main reason why, because they have that committee, and he actually did get a lot of touches since Eckler's gone for the season. Wide receiver Bateman, tight end Strange. I'm still going to say the Texans defense is going to show up against the Tennessee Titans. And last but not least, in case you haven't picked them up, Spencer Schrader is actually right now, I believe, either the number 1 or number 2 kicker in the ESPN app. So there's that.
I'm just gonna go off the dome because I think I remember this pretty good. Marcus Mariota,
Okay.
rusher, and he did get a pretty good numbers of points last week. So I think he has it in them. As far as wide receiver, damn, I forgot. All right, let me just go with the defense. Patriots.
Okay.
Like I said, they're getting their key cornerback, and I really do. They're also been known to cause rookie, quarterbacks problems before. So I think they're going to put a lot of pressure to Bryce Young to make a couple of picks, and I think they're going to make pretty good stuff in there that day. So as far as okay, there we go. Tight end John Doe Smith, Steelers. I think this is going to be a better game for him, and I think he's going to find Aaron Rodgers is going to find him. So that's just me. As far as kicker, Eddie, what's his name?
Eddie Piñeiro.
Yep, I think he's going to do good. I do see the talent there. Wide receiver, Calvin Austin. He's been getting a lot of attention, so I do think that Aaron Rodgers is going to find him, targeting him, and because DK is going to get double coverage. Dude, this is an elite fucking defense. So guess what? Calvin Austin is going to be open. Aaron Rodgers has been connecting with them. Good matchup for him. As far as running back, look, I could agree with them and say that, which I would, but I'm going to give you a little, what do you call it, curveball. I would say, look, there's a lot of people benching some really good running backs that are about to break out right now. Try to get them for him, man. Harvey from the what's it called?
Broncos.
From the Broncos. Look, J.K. Dobbins, great athlete, one of the best running backs. I feel like the issue is gets injured.
Too easy.
Yep, go after him eventually. Harvey's a great running back. He's gonna break out the same way as Hampton did. So pick him up. You could have bought Hampton for low. Guess what? Nobody did. All right, now you buy Harvey. Guess who's also you might could get a little bit low, even though he was drafted high. Genty. Not looking good, but the talent is there. He's gonna break out. All right, buy him while you can low. Get to another guy, Henderson. Like I said, that's not doing good. But if you watch the film, the guy does have talent. The guy could catch the ball. It's only a matter of time when the whole backfield is his, and I think this is the week. So buy him low, get the trade in, and enjoy the fucking points. Because honestly, the talent is there for all these running backs.
Cool. Anything else you want to say, brother?
No, I mean, fuck. Go Packers.
This has been a good fun first show. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for the notification button. We try to be more consistent. I'll be as late as we were today. Really appreciate you guys for watching. Y'all have yourselves a good night.
That was a good episode.